Hello everybody, I'm Ben Singer in the WSAV studios. We welcome you to WSAV.com and the WSAV Facebook page. We are looking ahead to an annual event that we really cherish around here. It's called the Go Red for Women Luncheon. It's coming up in just a few weeks. You may have seen this promo about it.
I'm Tina Tai Shaw.
And I'm Ben Singer. The American Heart Association is calling all mothers, sisters, and friends.
Heart disease is the #1 killer of women. Let's unite and change that.
Join us for the Go Red for Women Luncheon on Thursday, April 21st. For tickets, go to WSAV.com/GoRed.
Just another way WSAV is on your side.
So as you see there, it is coming up on Thursday, April 21st. It's going to be at the Savannah Country Club this year on Wilmington Island. We want to bring in Ainsley Howes now. She is with the American Heart Association Southern Coast, and she's going to bring us up to date on what's happening with this event this year. Ainsley, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Thanks for having me, Ben.
All right, it's good to see you again. So why don't you take our viewers through what it's going to look like this year? I know this has been at the Plantation Club at the Landings in the past. We have a new venue this year.
Absolutely. So we are thrilled to be at the new venue and thrilled to be back in person with a lot of the elements that all of us know and love for the luncheon. There'll be lunch, a silent auction, and a fashion show again this year. So we are thrilled to be back and get to see everyone again.
I know that our COVID restrictions have affected a lot of the events, even though we're having them again. They look a little different. So are you expecting a slightly smaller crowd, or what's that going to look like?
So we are being very intentional as a health organization to make sure that we're keeping everybody happy and healthy at these events. We'll be spreading out our tables a little bit more. We'll have masks available for people, Germex and that kind of thing, to make sure that we are really keeping a safe environment. But we are excited to be gathering back together, even though it will be a slightly smaller crowd, to still focus on the mission of the American Heart Association.
So as far as the program is concerned, if memory serves, the day begins with a silent auction and people can sort of walk around and peruse some items. Are the items going to be there in person? Are we doing a Give Smart app? What's that going to look like?
So they will be there in person, and we'll be able to bid on all of those at the luncheon. We've got everything from spa packages to restaurant gift cards, trips, tickets to Kane Brown, lots of exciting things that are going to be present at this auction that people will be able to see physically there and pick up the items and take a look at those to bid on them at the luncheon.
I know that is a favorite every year. What can you tell us about the menu for this year? Because it is a different venue. People are used to, sort of eating what they have the last few years at the other venue. Do you have a menu set yet?
Yeah, so we will have a great chicken dish with some veggies and just a really heart-healthy dish for people to enjoy. That'll be, some wonderful food from the country club there.
So another feature of this event is the fashion show. What can you tell us about that?
Sure. So we have gathered models from our community again to be a part of that fashion show. They will sport some fashions from the community and be able to wear some of their red up and down the runway as well. So it's always, I think, the most fun part of the luncheon, just to get together and be able to see that fun part of things and just to celebrate what it means to wear red and women's health for that event. And so we're excited to have all of our models committed and being a part of this again this year. Yeah,
that is a big attraction for that event for sure. So our WSAV anchors Tina Tai Shaw and Edward Moody are serving as MCs this year. So what sorts of things will they be addressing in the program, and talk about who they'll be introducing in terms of the keynote speaker this year?
Absolutely. So they'll really be addressing our Go Red for Women movement and the importance of women's health. Stroke and heart disease, which are the #1 and #5 killers nationally, they are a cause for every 1 in 3 female deaths. And so when you really think about how alarming that number is, it correlates to 1 in every 80 seconds that someone, a female across the country, is dying from either heart disease or stroke. And so this Go Red for Women movement is all about coming together for that. Our speaker has yet to be announced, but we're excited to bring that to everyone very soon, and really just focus on women's heart health in the community and how you can take steps to prevent heart disease, because about 80% of heart disease is preventable by eating healthy, getting exercise, getting good sleep, and reducing stress. So those things are a lot of what is going to be covered at the luncheon and really focused on as we encourage women to step up and take control of their health.
All right, building suspense for the speaker. I like that. That's a new thing. Okay, so we know we have maybe a limited capacity this year. We know there are some tickets available. People can find information about that at WSAV.com/GoRed. Is online the best way for folks to snag tickets to this, or is there another way you want them to reach out to you?
Absolutely. So the easiest way to get tickets or learn more information about sponsorships is on savannahgoesred.heart.org. You can find out more information there and be able to inquire about sponsorships or purchase tickets directly from the website.
Okay, and give us the date and the time and the location once more if folks are just joining us.
Absolutely. So the date is April 21st at the Savannah Country Club. We'll get started around 11 with the silent auction and lunch at 12.
Okay, that's great. Now let's transition to talking about another one of our favorite events. Actually, before I do that, let's just address social media. I know the American Heart Association Southern Coast used to have some local focused pages, and those sort of went away. I know that was a little confusing to me when I was looking for information a few days ago. So what can you tell us about how people can find you on social media these days?
Absolutely. So you can find us on both Instagram and Facebook at our state pages, which is AHA Georgia and AHA South Carolina. And because our market covers the coastal empire and low country, we are on both of those websites, and both of those pages for South Carolina and Georgia. That's where you'll find all of our local events and information about how you can get involved locally with our Southern Coast market as well.
Okay, we will check those out and like those pages. Now we need to talk about another one of your big events. This is the Southern Coast Heart Ball. Big changes for this event this year. So what can you tell us about the venue change, first of all?
Sure. So this is our 25th annual Southern Coast Heart Ball, and we are really excited to be in downtown Savannah this year for the first year in several years. We have had such a wonderful following for this event, both on our Savannah side and our Hilton Head side, to really bring to life this celebration each and every year. And so we're excited to be back in person at a new location of the Marriott Savannah Riverfront.
Now, normally this event would have hundreds and hundreds of people. We know it's going to be a little limited this year. Did you say that they're limiting it about 200 people just to follow some social distancing guidelines?
It will be a little smaller so that we can spread everyone out just a little bit more, but it will still have all of the elements of the event that we know and love. So the band, dinner, dancing, silent and live auctions, and an Open Your Heart honoree as well.
So I know that people don't need an excuse to go to Hilton Head because it's amazing, but some folks on the Savannah side will be like, well, I'm not going to drive an hour to this event. Now it's in their backyard. So what can you tell folks about what they can expect the night of?
Yeah, absolutely. So it is right in their backyard, and we've got a lot of folks that are coming over to spend the evening from Hilton Head in Savannah as well, and just thrilled to have.
We have lost the signal. Okay, she's back. Sorry, we lost you for just a moment there. I know there's kind of a system that our meteorologists are tracking right now that may be affecting some of our internet. Can you hear me, Ainsley? Okay, she's still frozen. So what I can tell you about the Heart Ball this year, it's going to be at the Marriott Savannah Riverfront, and it is on April 2nd. That's a Saturday coming up here in just a few weeks. From last check, there are only about 20 tickets left, and this is a really fun event. It's a great dinner. There's also some auction items there in person. There's usually a live auction that in some of those events or some of those trips are items, I should say, are just really, really great. They're trips all over the world, South Africa, Spain. Like, it really is one of the best live auctions that you can go to in our area. So if you're interested in that, you can also find more details on the Facebook page of the American Heart Association Southern Coast. So we want to thank Ainsley for joining us. We apologize about the disruption in our service there, but if you want more information about the Go Red Luncheon, there are still some tickets available for that. WSAV.com/Go Red. Thanks for joining us today.